I heard about the program. Obviously, I knew it was going to be physically challenging. That's a given with those guys, and testing you and how much you're willing to push through that pain and fatigue. But it's also mentally challenging, and how rewarding that can be if you push through things mentally and physically. That as a team you can come together and really build that chemistry up. I think it's more mentally taxing. Obviously, the stuff that we're doing is physically challenging, but having to be so sharp on everything is something that's a skill, and those guys are great at, and that's what they're expecting to pull out of us. And that's what they do a great job of, making sure that you're mentally focused on every little thing matters, because if you mess something little up, it doesn't matter, but at the same time, it's gonna affect everything else. So having that importance, having that focus, that urgency for everything, it has to translate with us to the court and through everything else in life as well. One thing that they kept saying, it has nothing to do with basketball, has nothing to do with it, but also has everything to do with it. So how you do one thing is how you're gonna do everything, is what we talk about in the program. So being able to push through fatigue is a universal thing. So you're on the court and you're tired, you're willing to give that extra push to make that next play before that immediate timeout comes. Having that mentality that everything matters, being able to execute on offense, being able to get stops on defense when it matters, when you're tired, like I talked about. That's what that program does, and it brings us together as a unit, being able to communicate with each other, relaying messages on what we need to do to be successful. Not worrying about feelings, not worrying about how we're feeling at the time as well, but making those decisions and making those things well known and being successful through that. Those programs like that, that's what's so special about them. That shared adversity is something that will bring a team together, or bring a group of guys together into a team. So those experiences are always rewarding. Obviously, it's challenging when you're going through it, but when you come on the other side with that group of guys, being able to look back at what you've gone through, it's always a great experience, and it really helps guys bond.